Donald Trump and the EU have agreed on this trade deal in Scotland ahead of the US President's looming tariff deadline on Friday. Of course, Mr Trump has threatened most of the world with tariffs. He's in Scotland, though, on a 5-day golfing trip where he's been met by hundreds of protesters. Our Europe correspondent, Bridget Rollison, has this report.
Donald Trump is in Scotland for 5 days, visiting 2 of his golf courses. But of course, the European leaders couldn't resist the chance to negotiate a trade deal in person with the president ahead of his looming tariff deadline on Friday. The first to fly in was the EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, who was able to clinch a deal for Europe, halving tariffs on EU goods entering the US from 30% to 15%. Now, as part of these negotiations, the EU has agreed to buy $750 billion worth of energy from the US and make $600 billion in US investments. The deal is higher than Australia's 10% tariffs, but it does end months of uncertainty for EU businesses.
We've reached a deal. It's a good deal for everybody, I believe. And I think you were saying this is probably the biggest deal ever reached in any capacity, trade or beyond trade.
It is.
Now, it hasn't exactly been a warm welcome for President Trump in the country where his mother was born. While he's been playing golf, hundreds of people have been teeing off at his arrival, taking to the streets in protest against his administration's handling of issues like immigration and the Israel-Gaza war.
He shouldn't be here. You know, we shouldn't give him airtime. You know, somebody like that and who has those standards, I don't think should be welcome in this country.
I'm very much against everything that Trump stands for and what he's doing in America. So I want people to know, the Americans know that we are very much pro them, their democracy, but we really want the lies, the falsehoods, the racism, the fascism to stop.
The UK Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer will also meet with President Trump in Scotland tomorrow. The pair are expected to discuss steel trade. Sir Keir Starmer also says that he'll personally press the president to revive ceasefire talks between Israel and Hamas amid growing concerns about starvation in Gaza.